that do it? I don't know. I feel like that took a lot less steps than normal. No, I think it's going. Alright, that's good. Oh, the thumbnail looks trippy. Got another lazy thumbnail, viewers. Am I gonna think? Am I gonna get smited on YouTube? And, like, not using. I don't know, but anyways, chat. I hope the viewers that I had last time return, because yeah. But I don't know, this feels weird because now I'm not like I don't know. I'm usually like having other people in my stuff, like streams especially. So this just feels weird. Low key. Oh. But yeah, we're gonna go solo. Here's a top 15 channel. There's a clip. What's the clips? Just a small. Is it just like? Oh, that. I don't like that thumbnail. Okay. YouTubers that tragically died. Oh, that's sad. Alright. Less I like to see that thumbnail, the better. So, oh god. I hear a dog barking. I don't have any viewers yet. This is sad. Should I sit here and wait, or should I just go ahead and like start? Let me see if I can get like Squid Paws on call. I don't even know what I'm doing. Like I'm waiting for like viewers to rack up, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. Like I feel like what if they were like a one-time thing? I'm just sitting here waiting for nothing. Like, hey guys, where is everyone? That'd be a tragedy. I mean, I gotta go to join my Darman stream somehow. But I told my one viewer I'd be watching Chills, so they better be here to watch Chills. Just the guy with the monotone voice. At least he knows. Monotone. So. Bruh. Did he answer my text? No? Alright. I think we're going solo then. Sad though. Like I'm a little pussy. But like, I don't wanna really watch this. I don't wanna watch Chills. I forgot how scary he was. He's not even scary actually. Like I'm pretty sure like some of these are, others are like Police dash cam. Okay, this one looks interesting. Well, let's put this one.
Most police officers work hard to keep us safe, but as these dashcam videos show, there are still some situations that even law enforcement are not ready to handle. Number 13. In December of 2017, just a week before Christmas, this man was busy impersonating a police officer and pulling over numerous innocent citizens. He had fake lights on his car and even had a dash cam to record himself. Well, on this massive ego trip, the person—
Oh my god, it sounds like Darman kind of. Like, after watching some Darman videos, like the narration, it sounds the same. It's like monotone kind of. It's like, it's got that voice. What did I just do? What did I just do? Shoot, I was here, right? I don't know.
Officer and
it's the
pulling
same
over
monotone
numerous
voice.
innocent citizens. He had fake lights on his car and even had a dash cam to record himself. Well, on this massive ego trip, the person on the hood has no idea that they are being stopped, searched, and handcuffed by a man with absolutely no affiliation with law enforcement. Once his hands are behind his back, this poor innocent person is at the complete mercy of a stranger.
Bro.
Copy, I'll look at it, thanks.
Wait, why? Why would he do that? That's cringe. Go impersonate police. Police are cool.
Police in Tucson, Arizona have never revealed what happened to the man next, but he appears to be led into the back of the impersonator's vehicle with his hands cuffed. I can only imagine what sort of terrible activities happened from there.
Yeah.
I hope he made it out okay. Number 12. Police in Louisville, Kentucky are conducting a late night stop for a traffic violation at 3:30 a.m. Everything seems
3 a.m. What?
relatively normal until they hear a muffled scream coming from the trunk. Arms drawn, they pop the trunk only to find a bound man inside. Police question the man and learn more about his story. Sean Blomer was working the night shift at a Circle K gas station when four crazed maniacs jumped him at random. They roughed him up badly and then stuffed him in the trunk of his own car.
Oh, that's
By the time the police had pulled them over, Sean had been in the trunk for 4 hours and was passing in and out of consciousness.
That would be terrible.
I shudder to think how easily this could have happened to any one of us and what they probably would have done with him that night had the cops not intervened. Number 11. A police officer in Newcastle, Oklahoma is patrolling the highway one afternoon when he feels a change in atmosphere.
Really bad. I can't even tell what's going on.
Everything feels still and way too calm. There's not a single bird singing or even a hint of breeze. As the swirling skies begin to darken overhead and the rain starts to pour, the officer realizes that a tornado is forming. He's much too close to escape. There's not much he can do now except for park and pray.
If you need me to. Affirmative, we got debris, appears to be Country Club, and Highway 37, lots of debris, got power flashes.
He's eventually forced to drive in reverse when the tornado comes towards him and swallows a building whole just to his right. Reports of downed power lines and flying debris flood his radio as the tornado blasts through the town. All this brave officer can do is follow in the wake of the tornado and assist survivors however he can. By the time the treacherous weather passed, dozens of lives had been lost. Number 10. A police officer named Adam—
God, that would be scary though. Imagine being like in the tornado. Like not in it, obviously, because you'd probably die. Like imagine like that happening to you. Like that would shake you up a hell of a lot. Like, I would not want to do that. Like, that's the last thing I think I'd want to do.
Adam Brunswick is the only officer patrolling Spooner, Wisconsin when he makes this startling discovery. A child in a yellow shopping cart is speeding out of the Dollar General store parking lot and heading directly into traffic. Officer Brunswick knows that there is no safe way to stop the cart before it reaches the road, so he puts on his emergency lights and parks in the middle of the busy highway to stop traffic. He then bravely rushes out of his car and grabs the child before any harm is done.
Chad.
As the mother would later explain, she was loading another child in the car when her shopping cart had slipped away on its own with her infant child inside.
She was just hysterical.
That'd be scary as hell.
It's not often that officer.
She's in tears and unable to properly thank the officer for saving her child's life. Number 9. This dashcam footage reveals a somber conversation between a police officer and a man who has made a serious mistake that can never be taken back.
I hate to tell you, but I checked you going 116 the other way, and I turned around and I was trying to catch you. That's going to weigh on me that I didn't catch you before.
What, man, I killed somebody.
Yeah.
What?
On New Year's Eve, this impaired driver in Canadian County, Oklahoma, took the lives of 2 innocent drivers while going well over 100 miles per hour. Craig Maker had been charged with 2 serious felonies that could very well place him in prison for life. Records
No.
indicate that this is his 5th DUI arrest. He has not been sentenced yet and clearly shows remorse in this video. After seeing this video, let me know how long you would give him behind bars if you were the judge. Number
Forever.
8. Dash cam
If you
footage from
if you
Goat's Ear.
murder someone, without a doubt, life in jail. Like what other option is there? You know?
Mississippi shows this police officer getting the surprise of a lifetime.
My fan is
Giant
probably
clouds are
hella loud.
brewing overhead when all of a sudden, a fiery streak of lightning strikes less than a quarter
I
mile
missed
away
that.
without warning. The bolt is so bright that
Whoa!
the police officer
That was like
nearly
super
goes
close.
blind.
The minute, why was that the minute I looked away?
He pulls off the road and locates the site of the blast,
That's
where
scary.
he discovers a smoldering chunk of cement that's still smoking. My question is, what caused the lightning bolt to literally catch fire like that? I've seen lightning strikes in other dashcam videos, and they never involve fire.
Yeah. what
Apparently,
was-
it didn't hit a power generator or a power line, so if you can explain this visual phenomenon, then please let me know. Number 7. A South
God,
Wales-
his monotone voice. I can't get over it. Like someone has this. Well, I don't know if he has it. Like, I doubt this is like his actual voice. I feel like it's now a meme. Cause like everyone's like, ha, number 15, Burger King foot lettuce. You know, like he sounds like one of my friends. Like,
Wales police helicopter is flying 1,000 feet above the Bristol Channel when its thermal camera detects a perfectly round sphere in the distance. The pilot quickly radios in the visual disturbance to ground
That looks like
control,
an
but
eye.
they can't seem to find anything matching the description on their radar equipment.
that's hurting
That's
my-
when the
that's
pilot
hurting my eyes.
realizes he can't actually see the sphere with his own eyes. Only the thermal camera can. Maybe this was a camera malfunction, or maybe this circular object has some sort of advanced cloaking properties. Either way, there's been no suitable explanation for this perplexing
So
sighting,
weird.
and here's the weirdest part. When the pilot zooms in for a closer look, the sphere opens into what could very well be some sort of free-roaming vortex. If this really is a portal,
it's a
then who knows what's on the other side.
the nether.
Number 6. A
Oh my
police
God, we have
officer in
access to the
Hamilton
nether. That's
Township,
crazy.
New Jersey, is doing neighborhood patrols when a bright white light suddenly streaks across the sky.
Ooh, that looks
This
cool. That
aerial
looks pretty.
fireball was noticed by hundreds of other locals as well.
Oh, so it's not just one person on camera? Alright, that's cool.
It could just be me, but I feel like there's been an increase in meteorite sightings over the past few months.
When was this uploaded? Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't really aware of meteorites in like 2000 like 18.
What exactly this could mean, if
I was
anything,
what was I doing? I was like playing like 2DS.
I'll
or
leave up to
something.
you to decide.
Yeah.
Number 5. A deputy in Pinellas County,
Oh,
Florida,
that plane is awfully low.
sitting in
That's-
the median checking for speeders when suddenly an aircraft passes by way too close overhead. You can tell from how the plane unsteadily wobbles that the pilot has completely lost control. A second deputy's dash cam catches another angle of
Everybody,
the plane's descent.
everybody have their totem. They
As
better
it
have their
falls
totem
towards
equipped.
the ground. The 2 officers race over to the scene and find a path of fallen trees and twisted metal strewn in the road. They block off the road and call emergency medical services. As it turns out, this was the personal aircraft of a Major League Baseball player named Roy Halladay. An autopsy revealed multiple intoxicants in the athlete's system while operating the plane. Number 4. It's a scorching hot summer day in Los Angeles. When police stop a suspicious man for questioning, he gives the officer a name and a good reason for being out here by himself.
You live around here, buddy? No. Where you live at?
Down the road by Pineville.
Pineville?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Do you have any form of identification on you?
No, man.
What's your name?
Robert Jones.
They need
Robert-
alright. They need better cameras for these damn like dash cams. All right, it's a little hard to make out everything that goes on. Like, how do you? I can't even like. If you told me to describe the 2 people in this video, I could not.
Jones.
Uh-huh.
Right now, what's your address?
I don't have an address. I'm at the hotel. We're working on houses and stuff like that, the roofing.
Robert Smith says that he is working for his brother's roofing company and staying with him at a hotel. He jogs 12 miles a day no matter what, which is why he's out here in 113-degree weather. There's just one problem.
What is, we got an escapee.
Oh. Where from?
Prison.
The suspicious officer radios dispatch and tries to match Robert Smith's features with those of an escaped prisoner. He compares eye colors, tattoos, facial hair, and other personal identifiers.
You know the bad thing about it?
What's that?
You'll match it up to him.
Come on. Well, that sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Despite all of these matches, the officer completely buys his roofing story and decides to let him go.
I
Rookie
promise
mistake.
you, I'm not no Chris in
Rookie
this
mistake.
You'd have done run by now. You know that yourself. You'd have done run by now.
No.
Later, the officer would discover that Robert Smith is actually Richard Lee McNair, the escaped convict he was looking for. The man had escaped from prison 2 other times. One time he actually escaped by mailing himself out in a box. Richard had since been caught and is serving a life sentence for taking another man's life with a firearm. On that day, however, he was simply the convict who got away. Number 3. A New Jersey police officer is making a routine traffic stop late at night on a poorly lit road. He starts to head back towards his car to run the license, but then he spots something out of the corner of his eye and demonstrates some impressive reflexes.
He's just...
Copy.
Why is that?
The
What?
officer skillfully
Yo, he rolled. Bro, dodged that shit. He like parried it. That's cool. Wait, I want to see that again.
Copy.
He like rolled
The
backwards.
officer skillfully rolls away from a moving car just in time to avoid being flattened. I'm really surprised
Being
the officer
flattened. I can't. This is goofy ass
was
speaking.
able to react so quickly with a belt full of heavy equipment, but then again his adrenaline probably kicked in before he even fully knew what was going on.
'Cause, like, that's
Props
like-
to this
that's just
officer
how-
for having such a fast reaction time. Hopefully
Okay.
the city puts some street lights up soon for better visibility in the future. Number 2. When a quick thinking officer responds to a
That went from 0 to 100 real quick. It went from someone dodging a car to a full car on
call
fire.
of a burning vehicle in Glen Heights, Texas, he knows exactly what to do.
Oh, this is
The car is in
Texas? It's just the weather.
danger of catching the nearby restaurant on fire, so he pulls up and takes care of the situation fast and efficiently.
Siren is playing in like my left ear only. He's just pushing him forward. That's cool.
The brave officer takes his life into his own hands
Brave
and bumps the
officer.
car into the parking lot, away from the building. The vehicle could have exploded at any time with enough force to cover him in flames and piping hot debris. Before we get to number 1, my name is Chills and I hope you're enjoying my narration. If you're curious about what I look like in real life, then go to my Instagram.
Yo, let's check this out. I want to check out his real face. I've already seen it. It's in his other videos. His Instagram. Done. Why does he look like he sounds? Like, how does that... He looks like the way he sounds. I don't understand it. But, like... I don't get it. He looks like he would sound like that. I know, it's weird.
At Dylan is Chillin' YT
Dylan
and
is
tap that
chillin'.
follow button to find out. I'm currently doing a super poll on my Instagram.
Yo.
If you believe ghosts are real, and go to
Shit.
my most recent
I low-key kind of do. Like, not ghost, but like something. I don't know. Like, like, honestly, I don't know. I moved my phone somewhere, I put it down, and then, like, my phone's gone. Like, where'd my phone go? Where's, like, all my stuff? You know? That's the thing. Like, all my stuff's gone. You know, what's going on? I want my stuff back. Especially on my phone though, it always just moves
photo
places.
and tap the like button. If you don't,
The like
DM
button.
me saying why. When you're done, come
I'm
right
gonna
back to this
DM
video
you.
to find out the #1 entry. Also, follow me on Twitter
Oh my
at
God.
YT Chills because that's where I post video
What if I
updates.
did this on my
It's a
videos?
proven fact that generosity makes you a happier person.
Okay.
So if you're
He really pulled the generosity card. I've watched these videos before, like, why am I surprised? It's been a while, I forgot about all of this. He pulled out the he's like, please.
generous enough to hit that subscribe button
I already did, as you can see. Subscribed.
and the bell beside it, then thank you. This way you'll be notified of the new videos I upload every Thursday and Sunday.
Ah, that's crazy.
#1. This police dashcam footage was taken in a quiet neighborhood
Make it
in
so much
South
quieter.
Jersey. Officers and gas line workers were trying hard to find a reported gas leak
Oh my
somewhere in the
God.
area, but sadly they were not able to find it in time to prevent this from happening.
That's
15
extreme.
people were caught in the blast. Most frightening of all, this ordinary neighborhood seems no different than anywhere else, which means none of us are totally safe. Animal mutation.
Don't say that! Don't say that! Don't say none of us are safe! Now I'm gonna be, like, scared. No, I'm safe. I'm secure in my home. Right? Wait. What's this next one? 10 mysterious videos caught at Disneyland. Oh my god, the roller coaster fell off! Oh, you leave
Disneyland is
leave it
supposed
to
to be the-
chills for. What is that? What is he?
Happiest place on earth. But if these videos are to be
Why was a circle there? I couldn't even see what was there. I'm an idiot. I can't really see what.
Disneyland is supposed to be the happiest place on earth, but
Is
if
that like
these
a
videos
bit
are
of
to be
light?
believed, it could also be a place of horror and even the paranormal. #11. This amateur footage catches a Disney worker dressed as Pluto chasing a small child in circles. The ordeal looks rather comical at first until you hear the small child clearly screaming for his life and realize that this is no joke.
But nobody. It was only that one woman, like the mother. I'm assuming she was the only one who saw that. Yo, we truly live in a society.
Just as Pluto is about to grab the child, a nearby adult swings him around by the arm and tells him off. The whole park is watching at this point, so Pluto immediately
They were
goes back
watching the
into
whole time.
character and tries to act like nothing serious happened. He walks away with his hands up as surprised parents continue to film him. I'm not really sure what caused the Disney worker to go off like this, though one rumor is that the child possibly kicked him. According to the uploader, Pluto was escorted away by a park employee, possibly security, shortly after.
He got pissed.
#10.
Pluto got pissed, dude.
Maintenance technician is servicing the famous Tower of Terror ride. One day, all alone. According to the surveillance video, however, he may not have been so alone after all. A phantom-like figure briefly appears in the seat directly behind the mechanic, but he doesn't notice and keeps going down a
Oh!
safety checklist of some sort. Then, about a minute later, look what happens about 4 chairs to the left of where he's sitting. Some people are saying that this is a camera malfunction, but others believe a spirit was trying to get his attention twice and failed. I did some research and found that the Tower of Terror ride has apparently caused a small number of reported heart and brain problems over the years since 2005. Let me know if you think one of these unfortunate passengers is now haunting the ride. #9. A YouTuber
That'd be hella boring. Like I think Disneyland. Like, why would you up there of all places? I give like Universal Studios, but like Disneyland. Like I feel like that'd be kind of lame.
Dare to Be Crimson Lace was at Disneyland during the summer of 2015 when she says this strange black floating ring suddenly materialized
Yo, that's
over
crazy.
Tomorrowland at around 10 at night.
I don't like that.
Crystal, can we go somewhere?
That looks cool though, kind of.
Mommy, I don't like this.
The
Mommy, I
giant
don't like this.
asymmetrical circle silently hovers over the park
Asymmetrical circle. Why is that what matters?
as this YouTuber and her family discuss what to do next. They consider asking a park employee what the ring is, but none of them can look away from the mesmerizing disc in the sky long enough to ask. Many other visitors recorded the exact same ring and uploaded it,
Isn't that a
so
moon?
it definitely happened.
I don't
I
see the ring
researched
in
this
this
story and could find no official response from Disney. Some people have claimed that this was a smoke ring caused by a fireworks demonstration, but many UFO believers say that this is just a cover-up story
Oh, I
for
see the
something
ring.
bigger. Let me know if you've seen a similar ring.
one. Disneyland. I mean, it's been buying everything, so I mean, it probably owns the government at this point.
Created
So, I
from
mean-
fireworks, or if you think it could be something a lot more bizarre than that.
It's not a UFO.
Number 8. A YouTuber named CGA is with her family at a Disney theme park when they decide to turn around and take a quick group video. This split-second decision is all it takes for something bad to happen.
Ay, Mafi, creo que me pasé.
You know you can't film here, right? What
One
happened?
member of the family is standing way too close to the parade float, and the camera catches everything that happens next. It looks like the girl simply loses her balance, but what you can't see is a large wheel going over both her feet. According to the description of this video, the family was forced to pay for medical expenses out of pocket, even though they say that no barrier was in place to prevent this from happening. They also claim that the employees kept walking by as if nothing happened, but we'll never know.
Classic Disney. I've heard Disney is like an actual villain, like company kind of, not like villain, but like they will not hold themselves responsible for a damn thing that happens.
For sure, because the video ends shortly after the incident occurs. Number 7. A YouTuber named Dan Loganiffy shot this Disneyland footage almost 10 years ago, and it still remains a paranormal point of contention even today. Dan's filming the end of a typical Disney fireworks show when he sees something strange and zooms in. A gray specter appears to be admiring the show from atop his perch on the Walt Disney Castle.
Oh, we did. That was the one we were looking at. Okay.
It watches the final barrage of fireworks for a bit longer and then silently disappears from sight.
Yeah. Okay. I was looking at that. I was like, wait, is that a thing? Disney, explain.
Some people think that this was just a fireworks technician wearing dark clothing, while others are convinced that this is a phantom
That's a hella huge thing for it to be. I mean, I don't know. I guess Disney.
and possibly even the ghost of Walt Disney himself.
Of all
I'm not sure
Disney.
what it was, but I do agree that the timing is very eerie. I mean, the ghost or whatever it was does happen to show up right before the final high note and then disappears shortly afterwards, so that's definitely odd. Let me know what you think it was, and if you think the timing was just a coincidence. Number 6. The Indiana Jones stunt show is a dramatic
see anything.
recreation of the movie performed in front of a live audience. During this part of the show, the main character is ordinarily supposed to outrace a giant prop boulder and barely escape. This is what happens instead.
He gets crushed by it. Holy shit. Did he
You can
live?
hear a terrified scream emerge from the crowd as the boulder goes off track and heads straight towards the audience. Watch this part and you can see how the boulder would have probably smashed into the front row had it not hit a hole in the stage and slowed down. I guess the real question with this video is how much does the fake boulder weigh? People have said everything from
Oh, I mean, look at that thing bounce.
as much
like,
as 440 pounds
like, that thing's gotta be heavy. That thing could, like, probably murder if it lands on you. Like, they got lucky. Dude, it
to
looked
as
like it
little
crushed
as
the
80
guy that was
pounds,
running.
but no real sources have been verified. If only we knew how much the prop boulder weighed, we'd know how much danger the audience was actually in. Either way, this was not the last time that the Indiana Jones stage play would have problems.
Obviously.
Many years later in 2009, an actor somehow tumbled to their doom during a rehearsal.
They're
This is
doomed.
part of his routine. He's doing a dive roll, and I think he landed on his head. He's unconscious right now. He's unconscious. He's not breathing.
Okay.
Sadly, they did not pull through. Number 5. These visitors are boarding the Space Mountain ride when apparently something decides to go with them. Watch it approach from the left side of the screen and let me know if you see it or not.
Like, what part? Give me the little circle
A transparent beam of light appears to move into the roller coaster and then suddenly vanishes. Some people have claimed that this is a famous ghost called Mr. One Way. According to legend, this ghost will sit next to you on a ride and have a conversation for a while before disappearing. This looks like it could just be a glitch in some grainy VHS tape to me, but some people claim that this is indisputable proof of Mr. One Way in action. Even if this video is a malfunction and not paranormal, I guess the legend could still be true.
I didn't see it though.
This bizarre video of Space Mountain was recorded by a YouTuber named Jake Tungsten. Jake originally recorded it just to have a memory of the thrilling ride forever, but when he reviewed it later, he saw what in his words was a real ghost. Some sort of phantasm does seem to briefly materialize and hover in the right side of the screen as the
what the hell? That was, I thought that was gonna be like, oh, I can't see it. What? That covers like the entire screen.
Coaster passes by, then the same thing happens as the roller coaster climbs upwards. Finally, a transparent figure briefly appears to the right of the track during the descent.
Wait, maybe that was like maybe that was like a part of the thing. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong. Oh no, I saw it, yeah.
I'm not sure if these are real or just some sort of hologram projections created by Disney, but the man who recorded this is absolutely convinced that he has caught a ghost on tape. It could even be the famous Mr. One Way ghost seen in the previous video. If you have ever seen anything similar on the Space Mountain ride, let me know.
Been to Disneyland.
Together, maybe we can verify this rumor or finally put it to rest. Number 3,
You'll never put
a YouTuber named Adam Edwards is making a Disneyland vlog when suddenly something sinister decides to make an unwanted guest appearance behind him.
Hey guys, so today we're in Disneyland and I'm gonna look out the new ride.
2 hands reach out for him from behind a red curtain with long gnarled fingers. Adam quickly turns the corner and finds nothing where the hands just were. He goes back around the corner, and as soon as he starts talking, the hands return, yet when he checks again, nothing's there. I did notice that he never checks around the floor, so this could be a pre-planned prank. If that's the case, I'm guessing his friend was on the other side, and they ducked down as soon as Adam went around the corner. Still, let me know if you recognize this part of Disneyland, and if you've ever experienced anything similarly strange there.
Dude, that's
Number 2, this insane roller coaster mishap apparently happened at Disney World, according to the video's description, though I haven't been able to find any additional information.
Bro, what? That thing took a straight dive! What do you mean apparently this happened? This will be all over the news! What? Bro, did it happen or not? Look at this.
Video's description, though I haven't been able to find any additional information.
Oh, okay, alright. Well, that thing went
Since it cannot be confirmed if it happened at a Disney park or not, my guess is that the video is from an unrelated amusement park. Watch this video for yourself and see if you can recognize the ride.
That thing went straight down.
I really hope everyone is okay, but
they are definitely not okay. I'm sorry to break it to you, Chills, but there is no chance that any of them are okay.
Seeing as the roller coaster appeared to be completely upside down when it hits the ground, I doubt that anyone made it out alright. One person in the comments section said that this was taken from a parody video of the Roller Coaster Tycoon video game series, but I found that video and did not see this clip used. Before we get to number 1, my name is Chills and I hope you're enjoying my narration. If you're curious about what I look like in real life, then go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT and tap that follow button to find out. I'm currently doing a super poll on my Instagram. If you believe ghosts are real, then go to my most recent photo and tap the like button. If you don't,
the like button. So funny hearing. Oh, okay, it was also 2018. Alright. We'll let it slide.
DM me saying why. When you're done, come right back to this video to find out the number 1 entry. Also, follow me on Twitter at YTChills because that's where I post video updates. It's a proven fact that generosity makes you a happier person. So if you're generous enough to hit that subscribe button and the bell beside it, then thank you. This way, you'll be notified of the new videos I upload every Thursday and Sunday. Number 1. In 1974, Disneyland opened up a new attraction called America Sings, where robotic animals would sing together as one. Animatronics was a relatively new technology.
Oh my god, Five Nights at Freddy's. It's Five Nights at Freddy's. It is definitely Five Nights at Freddy's. How is that not? Everything's a FNAF reference.
At the time, and this footage was taken just weeks after the attraction debuted.
Yankee Doodle liked the South, sang their song so dear, thought they were most elegant for everyone to hear.
The show is going as planned until a loud interruption happens just seconds after the lights go down. What you just heard was supposedly the final screams of a Disneyland employee named Deborah Stone.
Yo, Zizor, did you get back from showering, by the way? Do you want to play? Or not play? Do you want to, like, join the stream? Like, low-key, it's kind of boring right now. Like, you gotta, like, pull up or something. Dude, we're watching. I'm about to, bro! Oh my god! Alright, whatever. You have me on the side
Deborah,
while you have your little shower. Yeah, thank you. Real one. Chad.
Was an announcer for America Sings, and she passed away after accidentally stepping into a powerful mechanical device used to rotate the walls of the theater. Apparently, Deborah's demise is a true story, but I can't tell if this scream was really hers or added in later. The scream itself does sound a little too clear to me.
No, that sounds way too, like... that sounds way too, like, genuine to be, like, an added-in scream.
And possibly sounds like it was recorded using modern equipment, but I'm definitely not an expert in this department. If you think this scream was real, then be sure to let me know how you can tell. Babies and toddlers.
10? What? What is this? 11 scariest things called a nanny cam. By the way, Zizor, when you're done with your little shower, like, tell me in the chat, because I don't get notifications on Discord or Snap for some reason. Well, I mean Discord because streamer mode, and Snap because I have no damn clue. Bro, I don't know where all my viewers went. They were like, I'm done with them.
Are thought to be able to.
Alright, let's see
babies
the top
and
10
toddlers.
Scariest things on nanny cam. Let's see. Well, the Dharma stream part 2 was like 21 hours ago. So maybe it's just because I'm a little too early. But like, I'm not gonna stream for that long.
Are thought to be able to sense things that adults are too close-minded to perceive.
Oh, those are like the little things you give your toddlers.
And nanny cams can often verify
Dude,
this.
I've never heard them as nanny cams. I thought they were baby monitors or whatever. Oh no, those are like the things you like listen to. Okay.
Theory. After all, it only makes sense that a camera running constantly throughout the night would pick up a strange occurrence at some point. Number 11. Katie O'Connor is living all by herself in Overland Park, Kansas, when she hears an urgent knock at her apartment door. When she answers it, she is grabbed and forced onto the couch by 2 strangers.
Get the tape and Tara.
The woman on the right is also with them, but this person is no stranger to Katie. She has pretended to be friends with Katie for quite some time, and then for whatever reason, decided to take all of her friends' valuables at random. Things become
Bro,
very
that's
grim when the trio notices the nanny cam.
I thought it was just like on a personal level though. Like I thought she was trying to be my friend. I just feel dumb for letting them into my house.
The thieves got away.
I did some digging around and found out that police eventually did arrest the female accomplice, whose name is Cheyenne Marie Watts. I unfortunately couldn't find anything about her sentencing. The two men were still at large when she was arrested, and as far as I know, they were never identified or caught.
Yeah.
Number 10.
Tragic.
This nanny cam video supposedly originates from somewhere on the deep web. A girl is singing to herself while playing when suddenly she is interrupted by a low growl off screen. She lowers her guard and resumes playing, and that's when something unspeakable happens to her.
Whoa! What the hell?
An imposter.
What?
Possibly long.
Oh, I thought he said imposter. Wait, what the hell? The child got destroyed.
And that's when something unspeakable happens to her.
Dude, that child got murdered. Wait, oh my god, that's a hand! What the fuck? Dude, that's actually terrifying. Dude, what? That child got... Oh my... What was that? Wait. Dude, you can hear like a little gush sound. I don't want to think about it too much. Ew.
An impossibly long arm reaches out and snatches the girl with inhuman speed. Her short, terrified scream is interrupted by a sickening crunch.
Yeah.
I sincerely hope, for the sake of all humanity, that this video is not real.
I recognize the sound effect. Yeah, like the crunch. Like, oh my god, that's like that's gotta be staged though, right? Like, there's no way that isn't. But like thinking about that, that child got destroyed. Bro, that like made me jump a little bit.
Number 9. A YouTuber named Rex Dickinson puts a nanny cam in his son's room because the 3-year-old says that he's been seeing ghosts almost every night for months.
What is that thing
Rex
dancing
isn't really
around?
expecting to find much, but one night he comes home from work only to discover that his oldest son was apparently telling the truth all along. The ghost, or whatever it is, seems to be especially fascinated with the boy's younger brother, who is less than 2.
Well, what the hell is that? Like moving around. It looks at first it looked like the little green alien from like one video. It's like Dama Cosita. It's so dumb.
Rex and his wife watch in amazement as a bright white entity seems to trace its way along the body of their youngest child.
Stop moving.
Its face.
You're not gonna walk in the damn child's room? Or is this like old?
The strange light eventually settles down by the child's midsection and stops moving for a while. When Rex goes into the room, the phantom light is nowhere to be found, and it's no longer on the nanny cam either. I personally have no idea what could have given off this intense light signature. It looks too weird to be a laser pointer or anything like that. Let me know if you think this is truly paranormal or some sort of special effect. Number 8. A YouTuber named CeleriT789 has a baby monitor that's been picking up some strange interference. The only question is whether this loud conversation is between two humans or some sort of correspondence from the other side.
What the fu-
Oh god.
There's a good chance that this baby monitor is on the same wavelength as the CB radios that truckers use, in which case this video is nothing out of the ordinary. With that said, some people have claimed to hear strange paranormal messages throughout this video. If you think you heard the voices say something, or if this video made you feel strange, then be sure to tell me what happened in the comments. Number 7. Barbara Anderson is alone wearing only a nightgown in her Atlanta, Georgia home when an armed intruder slides through an unlocked side door.
Told me to lie down on the bed, put my face in the pillow.
He makes off with thousands in cash and jewelry, but his spree is not over yet. He chooses another home just 4 miles down the road and rings the doorbell 8 times before kicking
Jesus
his way
Christ.
inside. What's most alarming of all is how he prowls around the house with his firearm raised, obviously ready to use it if necessary.
Yeah, dude,
The
he is
unidentified
fully-
man tears the house apart and carries away 2 televisions, a laptop, and a valuable ring that had been kept within the family for more than 60 years.
damn.
Overall,
He
the
got
man
the
has
bag.
stolen more than $50,000 worth of valuables from people's homes. I don't think he was ever caught. Number 6. A YouTuber named Walter Dudich has captured something strange.
Walter Dudich?
Hovering above his child that no one has been able to properly explain. A rigid beam of light slowly makes its way across the room until it's positioned directly above the head of Walter's sleeping child, at which point it silently drifts away. Walter says that he was not able to see this light with his own eyes when he went in to check, but he could still see it on the nanny cam. Perhaps this video is the result of a camera malfunction, but then again I'm not sure what the nanny cam could have mistaken for a streak of light in what Walter claims was a completely darkened room. Other YouTubers are claiming it's either a paranormal spirit of a loved one or else some sort of alien gadget. Let me know if you agree with any of these explanations. Number 5. A man named Robert has been seeing the same floating orb in his Colorado home every morning between 3 and 6 a.m. He finally decides to set up a Nest Cam so that he'll have some evidence to back up his claims. Sure enough, this is what his cam detected floating around his living room early in the morning. Robert quickly put this video online to get more opinions from the general public. To some viewers, this looks like a potentially paranormal spirit orb. Curiously checking out Robert's home in a wavy pattern. To others, it looks like a speck of dust trapped in a current of air. I think it
Speck of dust. That is an entire, like,
could possibly be CGI, but maybe somebody who's better than me at special effects could let me know if this looks real or not. If Rob's story about the orb appearing at the same time every morning is true, then this is almost certainly a paranormal encounter. Unfortunately, that's something that only Rob can know for sure. Number 4. Michaela Long is babysitting her niece and decides to look at the baby monitor to see how she's—
Bruh, that looks like Paranormal Activity. This is Paranormal Activity. This is a fucking movie. Bruh.
Long is babysitting her niece and decides to look at the baby monitor to see how she's sleeping.
This is a
What she
movie.
sees her niece doing startles her so badly, she takes a picture so that
I don't know if
others
it's a
will—
movie's like real events. I don't think it is though. I really doubt it, right?
will believe her. Her little niece completely motionless but
This is Paranormal Activity 2. You cannot fool
still
me.
breathing.
This was my favorite fucking horror movie series as a child. Alright.
Somehow
caught.
she has fallen asleep in a twisted headstand that even Michaela admits looks like the posture of a possessed person. The situation would have been almost comical if it wasn't so eerie, especially with the way she's cast in the baby monitor's pale
Stop
blue glow.
showing the
I'm not
same
sure
three
if her niece
pictures
ever
at
displayed
once.
this strange sleeping habit again, or if it was just a one-time thing, but I have to admit that I have never heard of anyone falling asleep in this position, let alone a toddler. Tell me what you think of this, and if you think it's something paranormal or just kids being weird. Number—
Yeah, you didn't show the video because you know it's Paranormal Activity. I know that's that little setup and that whole house thing, those stairs, the door. I binged Paranormal Activity 2 like multiple times a day at one point. Alright, I know like that movie.
Number 3. It's 9:30 at night when a mother in Billings, Montana receives an urgent alert on her phone. She's alarmed to find a screenshot taken by her motion-activated nanny cam just a few rooms down. As you can see, the picture shows a tall man that she has never seen before, looking
That's
back at the
scary.
camera with a bewildered expression. Her daughter's crib is in the background. The mother rushes into the room, scoops up the child, and bolts out of the house. When the
Good-
Billings
W
Police
mom.
Department arrives, they find no one inside, and now this photo remains the only evidence that an intruder was ever there. This is still an active investigation as far as I know. Who could say what would have happened that night had the nanny cam had not alerted the mother of a dangerous stranger lurking within the home? Number
That is
2.
scary to think
Sandy
about.
Kaplanis has a 14-year-old chocolate lab with kidney failure, so she uses a nanny cam to make sure the pet's still okay while she's at work. One day, she logs onto her account only to receive this perplexing image. It appears to be a girl laying in a children's ward at the hospital. She looks restless and unable to sleep, and some people claim she is wasting away. At the same time, the girl is surrounded by toys and a wilted star hangs above her, but other than that, her exact circumstances remain unclear. For more than 24 hours, Sandy was shown this still image instead of her dog. She contacted the nanny
So
cam's
weird.
manufacturer, and when they couldn't provide a proper explanation, she went to the local news. Not much came from their investigation, so it could be a basic software glitch, or maybe this mysterious girl was trying to reach out and tell Sandy something before she passed away. We'll never know for sure. Before we get to number 1, my name
This
is
is a little
Chills and I hope
far-fetched,
you're
though.
enjoying my narration. If you're curious about what I look like in real life, then go to my
know
Instagram
what you
at
look like.
DylanIsChillin' YT and tap that follow button to find out. I'm currently doing a super poll on my Instagram. If you believe ghosts are real, then go to my most recent photo and tap the like button. If you
The
don't,
like button.
DM me
I fucking
saying
love it when
why.
he says
When
that.
you're done, come right back to this video to find out the number 1 entry. Also, follow me on Twitter at YTChills because that's where I post video updates. It's a proven fact that generosity makes you a happier person. So Number
I'm
1,
skipping that
a
from now
YouTuber
on.
named Cats, Dogs, and a Squirrel is recording her son Connor laughing on nanny cam. It seems like a warm family moment until she suddenly hears what he's laughing at. Listen closely and you'll hear a very strange noise that happens 2 separate times. She emailed the unnerving video to all of her relatives and was surprised when her sister-in-law immediately recognized the noise. Apparently, her father would make the exact same noise to get her to laugh as a baby. This could just be a strange coincidence. Or maybe the grandfather really is spending some quality time with his grandson after passing away. This definitely sounds like a human voice, and there's no doubt that it makes the child laugh. I personally think this video is legitimate because Cats, Dogs, and a Squirrel runs a very small YouTube channel that's filled with content around raising a family. None of her other videos are like this one at all, and there's absolutely no clickbait thumbnails or a title like most fake videos.
I went in there a few minutes after the recording and gave him a bottle, and at one point he stopped with the bottle and looked past me and started smiling.
Police detectives are allowed to use a wide variety of mind games to convince suspects to tell them everything they know, and these advanced tactics are designed to get all of the details until
Top 10 scary confessions caught on
police
tape.
detectives.
Alright, yeah, I want to see that. What was this video? Like 2018. I guess 2018 was. 2018 seems like his prime then. I used to like watch a lot of his videos, and like the top 10, top 15 ones. I used to watch those a lot. Like that was kind of what my main, YouTube view list was. Is that.
Are allowed to use a wide variety of mind games to convince suspects to tell them everything they know, and these advanced tactics are designed to get all of the details until every last memory has been squeezed dry. Most of the confessions on this list came only after hours of intense questioning, though some were willing to fully recall all of their wrongdoings as if they were fond memories. Number 10. Daniel Wozniak is broke and needs money for his wedding, so he comes up with an unlikely solution that's twisted, sadistic, and downright bizarre. He asks his friend Sam to help him move some boxes over at his place, and instead takes his life. This is what Daniel tells the police when arrested a short while later.
I'm crazy and I did it.
You did what? So like you needed money for your wedding, so you killed your friend? Bro, that's cringe. Just ask for money.
What? I told him that I needed to move some stuff from the theater, I said, you need to bend down and help me lift this thing up. And when he bent down, I grabbed the gun.
And your motive behind killing Sam was?
Money and insanity.
Money and insanity. Okay.
The plan was to take Sam's ATM card and drain his entire life savings to pay for Daniel's marriage. Daniel disposes of his friend in a nearby park. He then goes to Sam's apartment and uses Sam's phone to invite Sam's girlfriend Julie over. When Julie arrives, she finds Daniel waiting outside instead of her boyfriend. Daniel says he has something important to show her and lets them inside with Sam's keys.
Went back out into the hallway and then said, oh, by the way, did you see this in Sam's bed? I said, lean over, look at it right there. When she was leaned over, I put 2 bullets in the back of her head.
Daniel was obviously out of his mind by this point, but here's what he was thinking. He hoped that the police would mistakenly conclude that Sam ended Julie's life and then went on the run. The deception didn't work as planned, and he was quickly taken into custody.
It was good. It reached a point to where I couldn't even believe that I was doing this. I don't know.
Number 9.
Yo, that's
Jeremy
fucked.
Cancel was
That's
24
only number 10 too. Oh my god.
years old and homeless when he saw a Pace University student named Kevin Prevea. Returning home from a bar one morning, Kevin asked Jeremy to sell him something, and then Jeremy agreed to go up to the apartment where together they watched Saw. When the student passed out a little while later, Jeremy started pillaging all of his belongings. Then he suddenly got another idea.
I grabbed a plastic bag and I put it in his mouth, and I held his nose with a pillow over his face, with my knee on him, and I finished strangling him.
Why?
Jeremy claimed that his main motivation for doing this was purely boredom. He showed
Yo,
absolutely
I'm bored. Should I murder someone?
no remorse throughout his trial, and reportedly laughed in reaction to the court's imposed sentence of 25 years to life. Number 8.
That's fucked.
Linda Stein was an extremely wealthy New Yorker who had once co-managed a famous punk
her
band called
face
the
is
Ramones
uncanny.
decades ago. She eventually switched careers from the music industry to the real estate business and hired someone named Natavia Lowry to be her personal assistant. But when Natavia took around $30,000 from her boss, Linda confronted her about it in person, and that's when things got completely out of control. Natavia grabbed a heavy walking stick from Linda during the middle of the argument, and in her words,
Once I took it, and it's like I just hit her with it.
Where about her body?
Like right here. And I did it like a couple more times.
though she may look remorseful now, Natavia was so angry that she doesn't remember how many times she used the walking stick before regaining her composure. By the time it was done, the wealthy socialite was on the ground and no longer
We got a viewer, let's go!
moving. Natavia was sentenced to a minimum of 32 years for her actions.
chills.
Number 7. Alonso Perez is suspected of taking another man's life and now finds himself inside of—
Oh, for the part, yeah! Cool, that's sick. Yo, I keep like running into you now on my channel. That's crazy.
a stuffy North Vegas Police Department interrogation room. He looks around nervously for a while and then decides to make one last effort at escaping. Thinking fast, Alonso leverages all of his body weight against the cuffs and snaps free. He remains seated for a long time and tries to make it appear as though he is still shackled. I think his original plan was to jump the next person who entered, but then he looks at the ceiling and gets a better idea. Alonso stands up and easily removes a square drywall panel. He rips out some insulation and then makes his way through the rafters. Amazingly,
What? Hold on, I'm not even following the story anymore. I spaced out.
he was able to drop out the ceiling into an empty hallway and quietly leaves through the back door. Authorities were able to recapture him 4 days later, and they are now seeking capital punishment. Number 6. When a Florida man named Checkington Sinclair discovers a text message from his wife's ex-boyfriend on her phone, the two get into a serious argument.
Bro, I'm kind of bored with this one. So I'm gonna pick another one. Like, I want to see what is his oldest video. 9 disturbing fairy tales from around the world. Oh! Oh shoot, that sounds good. I like that one.
Chills.
Oh, that's when he had the old
Number
intro.
9, Who Killed Cock Robin? Penned in 1744, this nonsensical poem casually introduces children to the morbid concepts of death, murder, and...
See, this is like the better monotone voice, cause like it's not. It sounds less forced. It's like number 15, like.
and funeral preparations by using cute little animals and insects as examples. In the original poem, which is only 4 verses long, a sparrow calmly admits to shooting the bird known as Cock Robin with a bow and arrow. No explanation is given, just a heartless murder without a motive. Apparently, this was not enough to scare children, so roughly 3 decades later, an extended version has a fly watched with fascination as Cock Robin slowly dies from the arrow, a fish who collects his blood in a dish for who knows what, a beetle offering to sew a death shroud for Cock Robin to wear as a ghostly shade, an owl gravedigger, and all sorts of other non-human participants eagerly volunteering to perform some sort of death-related chore at the funeral.
Okay.
Eventually, Victorian-era illustrations were added, and that's where things take a really bizarre turn. A fly dressed in a turncoat gracefully bows towards the reader and beckons for them to embrace death. A frenzied bull rings a church bell with muscular human-like arms, and large groups of animals bawl their heads off over the anguish of losing a loved one. Their human-like expressions are disturbing. While the content is not overly gory, the subject matter is quite heavy for a children's audience, which is why Who Killed Cock Robin deserves an honorable mention on this list of grim tales.
For real.
Number 8, The Monkey and the Crab. This dark tale of greed and revenge comes from ancient China.
Oh, that reminds me of that like one story. It was like the lion and then like 2 other, the fox and something else. It was like, oh, the fox like betrays his like friend animal, like so he'll like get saved by the lion, but he ends up dying to the lion anyways, like even after his friend dies or something like that. I kind of forgot what it was.
A crab grows a persimmons tree, and once the fruit grows ripe, he enlists the help of a monkey to pick them from the branches. Instead of sharing the fruit with the crab like a good monkey, however, the monkey decides instead to bludgeon the cheerful talking crab to death by hurling unripe persimmons until his head was smashed and his shell was broken in several places.
No!
You've got to love the gory specifics, especially in a children's story. At this
I
point,
lost my viewers, oh my god. Chills is not it apparently for my streams.
Splits into 2 variations. In one, the crab is pregnant, which adds a whole other level of depravity to the story by essentially turning the monkey into a womanizer. In this version, the crab's young breaks free from their mother's corpse and seek revenge by peeling the monkey's eyes open and gleefully burning him to death. After this brutal execution,
these are really cute illustrations for a story like that.
Everyone lives happily ever after. In the second version, the crab's son comes across his father's corpse and somehow enlists the help of a bee and a living chunk of rock to deliver a torture-filled demise that ends with the crab victoriously punching the monkey's head off. With absolutely no moral whatsoever. In ancient Chinese fables, the lines between good and evil are often intentionally blurred, and this is a perfect example. Number 7, Pinocchio.
What, Pinocchio's a horror what? Well, I mean, I know Cinderella was. Like, cause apparently in like the actual original like tale or whatever, I don't know if it was original. Apparently, like, the evil, like, stepsisters actually ended up, like, cutting bits off their foot so they could fit into the slipper.
Disney went to great lengths to omit the gorier parts from the original Pinocchio. Written in 1883 by Italian author Carlo Collodi. For example, you might remember how the wooden boy's nose grows after lying. But do you recall when he slowly, very slowly burns his legs off while trying
the brine? No, shoot, we got both of the part people.
To dry his feet by the
That's
oven?
cool.
Remember the scene where Pinocchio smashes Jimmy Cricket to death because he doesn't appreciate the nagging advice?
Bro, what? I haven't watched Pinocchio actually. Alright.
No, of course not. In the original version of Pinocchio, however, these scenes exist. The talking
Oh wait,
cricket-
that didn't actually happen? Hi, yeah, hello. Hi, welcome to the stream. We're just watching Chills. Cause I have nothing better to do. School's gonna start soon, so I'm just gonna I'm gonna try to stream as much as I can until, you know, I have almost no free time. So, yeah, I only have a few days left too. So, which is, it's
As
very
he's known
sad.
as not Jiminy Cricket from Disney, is horrifically murdered by Pinocchio with blunt force. When describing how
The shoe.
Pinocchio took a hammer from the bench and threw it with all his strength at the talking cricket.
That is an uncanny
the narrator
image. I don't like
clearly
that.
addresses the audience as "my dear children." There's no mistaking it. Here, a violent murder is being explained in real time to children. The poor cricket fell from the wall dead,
Okay,
according
cool,
to
yeah.
the narrator, only to come back as a ghost later on to give more advice from beyond the grave. When the talking cricket returns, Pinocchio offers himself to be bludgeoned to death so long as his family is spared.
What?
The talking cricket has absolutely no intentions of harming anybody. But what a thought on Pinocchio's behalf. That is one emotionally disturbed
Where's
puppet.
Caesar?
Did we
Like, he
also
said he'd
mention
be
that
here.
Pinocchio
Yo,
was
71
played by-
subs. Who just subbed? Was it one of the two? Yo, that's crazy. Oh, thank you so much.
An angry
I appreciate
mob,
it a lot.
And that was where the story was originally supposed to end, until the editors convinced Collodi to lighten up and write an ending that wouldn't send kids screaming into their mother's aprons.
Yeah, that'd
Somehow
be a
these
good
scenes
thing.
Did not make the Disney cut. Number 6, the 5 Chinese brothers. Let's move away from insects, animals, and puppets and focus more on human acts. of
Yeah,
compassion.
oh shoot, thank you. Was it you? Okay, nice. Thank you so much. I appreciate it a lot. Yeah, I've actually been growing a lot recently. That's so cool. Five Chinese.
The 5 Chinese brothers takes kids on a whimsical illustrated journey of prolonged murder trials and capital punishment.
Oh,
Learning about
what?
the death penalty
What?
is a great subject for a kid's book.
That is meant for pizzas, not humans.
Apparently so, according to Claire Hutchett Bishop. This is probably the only children's story to ever deliver the lines, "He was arrested, put in prison, and condemned to have his head cut off."
Oh
and
my, this is so
all the
funny.
people were
Eesh.
assembled on the village square to witness the execution with a rosy tone. As the story implies, there were 5 Chinese brothers, each with their own special superpower that will come in handy later.
Oh,
One of the Chinese
nice.
brothers swallows the sea so that he can fish, but he accidentally
What? Oh yeah, I swear this. Isn't that really bad for you though? Like I don't know, like, I don't know if it's salt water or not. Like, sea would be fresh water, right? Or am I dumb?
drowns a village child after he spits the sea back out.
Oh.
For this, he is sentenced to death. To avoid this punishment, the Chinese brothers secretly trade places with each other over and over again. The first Chinese brother goes home under the pretense of saying goodbye to his family, but he actually sends back his brother, who has an iron neck, and makes a beheading attempt impossible.
I wish we got. Oh yeah, that would have been really cool. Like, yeah, that'd be amazing.
Simply could not cut his head off. The narrator casually explains to a presumably all-children audience. After that,
By the way, I didn't know what y'all were talking about, like the little film thing. I'm pretty sure y'all found me from Goatman's Bridge. It was on my friend's channel. I'm fairly confident that's where you first found me. It was like a horror short.
Everyone was angry and they decided that he should be drowned, another exact phrase from the book. So the Chinese brother goes home to secretly trade places with a brother who can hold his breath underwater.
Oh, that's
After the
crazy.
mob
No,
decides
not Goatman's Bridge?
he
Oh wait,
should
we
be
did?
burned,
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Another Chinese brother steps forward who can resist flames and suffocation. Thinking that this was all the same person all along, the mob eventually decides the Chinese brother must be innocent, and they finally leave the family alone.
That's trippy.
Number 5, Jimmy Crack Corn. Most people
Why is the
have
music getting faster? That's
sung the chorus of this song at least once as a child, blissfully unaware that they are actually reciting a song deeply rooted in slavery, misery, alcoholism, and possibly even murder.
Oh.
A full examination.
Just saw you filming at the. Oh really? We were filming. Is your face reveal? Oh. Oh my god, that was such a bad video. It was like really low quality and stuff. I was not ready for that video. Yeah, well, I wasn't filming. We weren't filming at the park. We were just really bored, so we just like. Well, I mean, I think I took like a picture or two. Maybe I think one of us were filming. Maybe we were recording something really silly.
Of the seemingly innocent lyrics revealed the narrator to be an unnamed slave who had to, among other
I was
chores.
screaming. I scream a lot. I'm a very loud person. I would not be surprised. I probably scared away people. That's technically a face for kind of. Yeah.
Keep the flies off his master's horse whenever he went riding around on the farm. One day, as the song goes, an unmanageable swarm of flies landed on the horse, and one chanced to bite him on the thigh.
Jumped off the swing?
According
Oh,
to
yeah.
the slave narrator, the horse threw my master in the ditch, and the master did not survive. There was a trial to determine what happened, and the verdict was the blue-tail fly. That's all well and good, but who is Jimmy? And why are there two of them now shucking corn together? Well, there's no they, and the song has nothing to do with corn on the cob.
Oh.
Jim Crack is an old expression which means cheap, and the corn the song speaks of is a reference to corny whiskey, which the narrator is drinking to happily celebrate his master's death. In other words, master is dead, time to get drunk. Some
What?
people even argue that the
That's
slave
crazy.
actually murders his master and is now sarcastically reciting his alibi while drinking.
We have 3 currents. Nice, dude. I have one. I have one too. Her name's Isma.
Either way, this light and airy folk song has had kids cheerfully singing about death and drinking alcohol for years. Number 4, Brave Mr. Buckingham. You may recognize Dorothy Cunhart's Pat the Bunny.
I've never heard of it. Oreos sign. Nice.
Most likely have not heard of the author's less celebrated work,
W
Brave
names.
Mr. Buckingham.
Good names.
This is quite possibly the only time in literary history where a severed head appears on a book cover made for kids.
Oh,
the
wow.
purpose of this book is to show that losing a tooth does not hurt. Sounds innocent enough, right?
Oh, yeah, 'cause it has the
Somehow,
shape of a
Cunhart
tooth.
thought that showing a Native American named Mr. Buckingham routinely getting dismembered would be a great way to put children's minds at ease about losing a loose tooth. Throughout the story, Mr. Buckingham chops his arm off while landscaping,
What's the third
burns
one?
his
Okay.
leg off in the kitchen, gets his hand cut off by a saw, and even gets his neck
Oh,
run over by a car.
Wait. Knight?
After every
I don't know if I
accident,
did that
Mr.
right.
Buckingham proudly exclaims, "That didn't hurt." This is supposed to be reassuring, but it most likely encourages kids to be afraid of horrible household accidents that they never would have imagined otherwise. Tragedy after tragedy, the Native American relentlessly carries on until he is nothing but a smiling, decapitated head on a table at the
Oh
end
my
of the
God.
last page. For some reason, he is being fed strawberries by a little girl, and he says, "That didn't hurt," after every bite. Creepy? Yes. Reassuring for kids with a loose tooth? Not so much.
I would not be reassured by
Number
that.
3, Strawberry
That is not a reassuring thing at all. 5 viewers, yo, that's crazy.
Header. This German children's book
Oh! No! That looks uncanny. It's like they're trying to dress up as an elf. There's like so many things mixed in at once. It is that
translated into English by Mark Twain, author of The Adventures of Huckleberry and Finn. The title means shock-headed Peter.
I'll be there soon.
And
Yo,
he is a
these are
collector.
nice. All right. Yeah, Caesar is the other person who was at the park. One of the other people.
Short stories following helpless children as they learn not to misbehave the hard way, usually in the form of death. The story of Soup Caspar, for example, is a cautionary tale warning children to always clean their plate or else.
Or else what? What? Or else what?
A young German boy who repeatedly refuses to eat the nasty soup his family ever so graciously offers him every night for dinner. The child wastes away a little more each time he refuses soup. The moral of the story is distinctly wrapped upon the final line, which abruptly reads, "And on the 5th day he was dead."
No!
Another entry, aptly named The Dreaded Story of Pauline and the Matches, follows a girl named Pauline who wants to light a match much in the same manner that she has seen her mother do plenty of times before. Predictably, she sets herself on fire. The narrator does not mince words when describing how she burns all over, everywhere, her arms and hands and eyes and nose, till she had nothing more to lose. The accompanying illustration also holds nothing back, It's literally a little girl set ablaze, screaming, flapping her arms wildly.
Oh no.
As for Pauline's remains, no trace of her was found except for her shoes and
Why is the quality so bad? Like, I can't even read a single word on the page.
pile of ashes. Clearly, the writing style for these folk tales
Wait,
is
I'm gonna
far
go
too
ahead
real.
and like. Wait, I'm gonna go ahead and like switch to. Just shoot. No, I can't do that. I'll go ahead and do that for when Zizor joins. You know, if he does, that might change.
To be considered appropriate for any children for the modern era, but in Germany, this was an effective way to teach kids.
Yo, I
Number
don't.
2, Krampus.
Krampus! Yo, I know this one. I know
It's
this
a
one, yeah.
timeless tradition of scaring its young with Krampusnacht.
I don't know too much
or
about it.
Krampus Night, a grim celebration of a Christmas demon that is in every child's worst nightmare. While the rest of the world was excitedly leaving cookies for Santa as a child, German children were filled with dread at the thought of Krampus, a goat-legged hellion with curled horns, ashen skin, and a forked tongue, and a rod for beating bad kids. Whereas Santa merely denies you your favorite presents for misbehaving.
So like you had to be on the nice list, or else you'd flatline.
The Krampus will literally destroy you. Oddly enough, both figures dispense coal to bad kids. Both also carry sacks, but Krampus has a sack full of kids to take with him, not presents to give out.
Oh my god.
If you've been bad, into the Krampus's bag you go. According to the legend,
Sure, I didn't
Krampus
take the
will
last
either
cookie.
drown the children or take them back with him to hell, hunting down children, beating them senseless for minor infractions, and sending them to hell for eternal punishment. It's Christmas time in Germany.
That's scary.
Number 1, The Little Match Girl. Denmark tops the list with this morose and depressing short story published in 1845 about a nameless girl walking a busy street on New Year's Eve, trying to sell matches. Besides not being able to sell a single match to anyone who passes by,
Oh, that's sad.
the girl has her shoes stolen by a homeless person, in case he has children one day, the narrator adds. So basically for no reason other than to be horrible. Desolate, the little girl sits down in an alley, where she grew colder and colder, and reflects on her horrible life. Are you depressed yet? It only gets worse. She could return home, but her father will beat her for not making any money.
No.
Besides, she thinks it is almost as cold in her house as it is outside. Her family is so poor, they are forced to plug cracks in the roof with straw and rags. Rather than go back to her abusive father, the girl decides to keep herself warm using the matches. She must not remember Pauline from Straw Will Pet Her. While keeping herself warm, she is magically able to see through a wall into someone's home. She is looking into a dining room. Suddenly, a roasted goose gets up from the table and charges at her.
What's up?
The narrator does not openly say it, but the girl most likely hallucinates the scene from a combination of hypothermia and starvation.
Do I have Snapchat? Yeah, I do.
Moments later, the girl is leaning against the wall, frozen to death. Her grandmother's spirit, the only person who had loved, guides her higher and higher towards heaven, which is the only solace this depressing story offers. In the meantime, however, her frozen corpse is waiting to be discovered by whoever chances upon it. End of story. Happy New Year.
That was a sudden end to the video. I want. What was that? I thought I heard something. Maybe it's because I'm watching spooky videos. I want to get. I don't want like to watch it without him. I want to watch like the funny one, the Burger King one. It's like a short one. Oh, why is this one 40 minutes? Can you friend me? I don't know. I don't usually give up my stuff, but I might. I don't know.
Some of the creatures on
Like, I normally don't like give up my stuff. So.
This list have been well identified for years, while others
10
remain a
mysterious giant creatures caught on tape. Oh yeah, that's true.
mystery. Try to imagine how you would react if somehow you found yourself face to face with each of these giant.
What is that?
Or better yet, how would you survive?
How would I survive? I wouldn't. I would be cannon fodder. I would be the sacrificial pawn.
Number 10. Luis checks the mail. Luis Camacho is getting his mail one sunny day when he suddenly stops and looks around.
Yo, go in there, get the ball!
It's hard to describe, but somehow his surroundings feel different and mysterious. He soon locates the source of his bad feeling. After getting onto his hands and knees and peering into the sewer grate, this is what he sees down a long tunnel. A giant alligator looks back at him, its mouth wide open. It lets out a ferocious hiss as a warning sign not to come any closer. The two of them hold eye contact, and then Luis quickly backs away to call the authorities. The alligator was removed shortly thereafter,
that'd be a story to
but
tell.
Luis will never forget how close he came to having to fight for his survival. It would have been a struggle that he probably would not have won.
I don't think so. I mean, the thing looks small. How is he gonna fit himself in there?
Look closely at the tape.
Yeah, there's a ball there, so there's a child that probably went there, or someone just dropped their ball. I don't know.
And you'll see a small green ball resting by the alligator. I can't help but wonder if, moments before this recording, a small child or dog went to retrieve the ball and saw the same thing that Luis did. Number 9.
Well, I mean, hopefully they didn't go in there to get the
blob.
ball still.
This footage, taken from a British oil rig.
Anything underwater is scary, period. I hate the ocean. Dude, the ocean is a place you not to be messed with.
Looks fairly normal until a massive monster slowly rises from the depths of the sea.
Ooh, that looks weird. What's that? Looks like kind of like skin. I don't know. Ocean moment.
Its shimmering, shapeless body is both mysterious and mesmerizing as it glides across the ocean with a silky stride. The camera person excitedly pans around to keep the beast in their sights. Unable to believe what they are witnessing, the formless monster hangs around the rig for a while before losing interest in moving.
It kind of looks like when it looks like this, it's kind of like it's like a jellyfish head, you know?
On. When this video first surfaced, most people thought that it had to be part of a whale, but that theory proved incorrect. Scientists said that part of the whale was too nutritious to
what is that thing?
Float around the ocean for very long.
Oh, have you seen like a whale? I feel like most people haven't, but like there are videos out there of like whales washed up on like shore and over time, for some reason, like stuff builds up in like their stomach, and one day, and like at some point, it'll just like explode, and like it's really weird. I've like seen videos of it. It's
almost
crazy.
Immediately, they were eventually able to identify the creature as a giant jellyfish called the Deepstaria reticulum. Number 8, the largest gator ever.
Hey, yo.
Oh my god, you scared me.
Zizor.
Yo, Zizor. What's up?
Yo,
wait, can you see the stream?
Finally here.
Like the one on Discord.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Alright.
We got those people from the park that met us up in the chat. What's up, you guys?
Yeah. Dude, that's crazy. We got recognized.
Being on a nature preserve and seeing this scaly monstrosity
I haven't eaten all day.
Yo, now that whole fridge is gone.
Walk directly in your path.
This gator had quite the audience yesterday at Circle B Bar Resort in Polk County.
Massive gator. You know this was taken in Florida. Massive gator. Look at the name.
Look at that thing.
Yeah, that thing's massive, dude.
This video with us.
Massive gator spotted in Circle Bar View Bar
slowly
Reserve.
walking across the grass.
That's exactly what happened to the visitors of the Circle B Bar Reserve in Polk County, Florida. Fortunately for them, the alligators seemed to be more concerned.
I can't
with
believe the
finding
people
water
stayed there to film. Look at those guys in the back.
Yeah, I would not be that close.
Like I would not film.
On record,
It's not worth
is a
it.
little over
How fast do you
14
think
feet
that-
long,
do you think
but
that thing can
wildlife
run?
resource
Bro,
officials
if that thing was ready to pick up on someone, yeah, I feel like that could go. Like it could outrun me for sure. That or go like really slow. It's one or the
that
other.
the alligator in this video
like I
could have
could
been
outrun it.
larger. The only problem is that they are too afraid to get an official measurement, and I honestly can't say that I blame them.
Yeah, let me
Number
measure this
7,
giant alligator.
Leviathan hears a giant. A YouTuber named Leviathan is on a hiking trip when he hears
Yo.
strange noises in the distance. Just when he seriously
Yo, that place
suspects
looks
that he's
pretty
not
cool.
alone in the woods,
Yeah, that would
a
be good to
series of
film it.
large footprints confirms his suspicions.
Bigfoot. Bigfoot.
Wario.
What Wario? Oh my god. It's like a muddy one. Ew.
He now fears for his safety and has already decided to leave.
Dude, his monotone voice. I can't get over it, dude.
So silly.
Yo, wait, after this one, we're gonna watch the Burger
When he
King foot
hears the
lettuce one.
same noises
Let's go.
again, much
I haven't
closer
seen that one yet.
now
I
than
saved it just for you.
before.
Yo, wind. It must have been the wind.
That sounds so.
The predatory call
Yeah,
encourages
scary.
him to make a quick retreat back
That
to
bro like was watching that. He was like listening. He was like, "Uh-oh, gotta go. Uh-oh, gotta go."
Gotta go.
civilization. Leviathan still has no idea what was making this noise or exactly how large it was.
Dang.
Number 6. The slimy find. These gigantic slimy mollusks are hunted in the Philippines for their strange shells, which resemble an elephant's tusk and sell for around $200 a piece. Scientists have been finding their hollowed out shells for years,
No,
but
that's-
only recently did they get their
Ew.
hands on an actual specimen for further study. When they
disgusting.
cracked open its shell for
That
a
looks
closer
nasty.
look, this is what came slithering out. The 5-foot-long creature flops out of its casing and stinks up the room. It was found in a sulfur-rich mud pool where it had been feasting on putrid bacteria for years. Who knows what else researchers will find at
So
that
nasty.
location. Number
Gross.
5. The construction worker discovery. Construction workers in
Yo.
Brazil were performing a demolition
Yo, what the
job
hell?
when they came across the flattened remains of a 33-foot anaconda. If you want to get a better feel for how gigantic this snake is, just count how many seconds it takes them to film the reptile's entire body. Not much more information about this story is available, but then again, not much more information is required. This is a
looks so
gigantic
weird.
snake that, given the opportunity, would have little
Nah,
problem
that's the thing that
squeezing
attacked the Hidden Leaf Village.
your ribs until they cracked and
That was
making
the
you
snake
its
used
next
for
meal.
when Orochimaru attacked
Number
the...
4. Stalked and eaten. If you ever travel
Ugh.
to the Indonesian islands, be on the lookout for these 150-pound human hunting lizards.
Komodo
the
dragons.
Komodo dragon
Yeah!
has a never-ending appetite that allows them to eat up to 120
Dude, oh my god, we gotta watch like Casual Geographic. Like at some point, dude. Like Komodo dragons are like really cool.
pounds. In
I
a
mean, they're
single
not cool.
meal.
I would not be I wouldn't want to be near one, but like.
In other words, they can eat something that's 80% of their own body weight without much of a problem. They will
Yeah.
even eat humans if they become desperate enough for food.
They actually like I think they've dug in. I've heard about this. They like dig in graves too and like take out whatever remains.
Oh.
Yeah, it's some trippy
Which
stuff.
is surprisingly often. They have been known to ambush stray tourists on trails and
No.
have even gone after entire villages.
Yeah,
In
'cause
2007,
those things go
for
hella
example,
fast.
an 8-year-old boy was hunted by a Komodo dragon. He did not survive.
No.
Other famous incidents include a Komodo dragon who ate the top of a person's foot while they were visiting the Los Angeles Zoo.
They
Number
have like
3.
they have venom too. I'm pretty sure. Like yeah, and like their teeth. It's like the slimy stuff, and like it helps like.
How do those things exist?
I mean, dude, I don't know, man. Nature's messed
The
up.
sky creature. This footage was reportedly taken on a flight
That
somewhere
is
over
Breath of the Wild
Zambia.
Divine
A person
Beast.
is casually recording out their window when a giant humanoid creature starts to materialize in the distance.
You know, maybe if it wasn't like 80p, you know, I could recognize it. Look at this thing. Look how bad the quality is. What is that? That's a man.
Someone playing Smash.
He's playing Smash.
That's me playing Smash.
You're flying.
Or disengaging and twisting away.
I'm up in the clouds.
Yeah, that's literally, dude. This is like Spargo and MKLeo match. If I leave, it's because my phone died. Tragedy.
The answer to this is CGI. If it's not CGI, however, then what this creature could be is anyone's guess.
It's literally just
Number
it's
2,
Spargo.
The Beijing
Yeah.
sighting. This footage supposedly comes
Bro,
from the
what is that?
capital of China, where a massive, slow-moving creature makes its way across the polluted city landscape.
This looks fake though. Like this would
I
have been
can
like.
tell that camera shake is edited. I
Yeah.
can tell.
So I was murdering a. Oh, okay. Ladybug, no.
No.
Not the ladybugs. But like,
Good though. They invested my house like a couple years back.
like you can tell this is fake because this would have been an international thing. Like if this giant, you know, like I feel like the whole world would have heard about this. This is fake.
There's like some Gemini shit.
Oh my god, yeah.
It's hard to tell.
Oh, should I stream watching Gemini Home Entertainment?
Dude, maybe.
Dude, that'd be a fun
How
stream.
many legs this giant creature has, or what its overall intentions
Also,
are. It
dude,
doesn't seem to be that aggressive,
I'm
but the
off
ground
work
shakes
until
under its
after school starts, so we have like the next 3 or 4 days to make a film.
Ooh, nice. A film, yeah. Are we gonna do the analog horror we're talking about?
I was thinking just player 3.
Player 3? Alright.
The analog horror would take way too long.
Oh yeah, Poison huge one. Yeah. Okay. So chat, on my go to my like channel thing, click on channels, and then go on Zizor. They have cool films. He has like cool films and stuff, and cool like animations.
We're gonna be having a new one coming out soon.
Yeah, we'll be
New
making
horror
a new
film.
one. New horror film coming out soon. The only hint we're gonna drop is player 3. That is all you're getting, and that was because he already dropped the title earlier. I don't know if that was by accident or not.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, alright. But, yeah. From what our ideas are, we don't really have ideas, though, because we mostly figured out the analog horror one. But yeah, if we get things done efficiently, which might be a problem, yeah,
gigantic
just check out his
stats
channel, and maybe keep updating, you know? Click that bell for him. He could
Like
use the
back
extra...
in like a week.
Yeah.
We might have a new film.
Yeah. Dude, should I come over like tomorrow or something then?
Well, yeah, probably.
Maybe. All right, I'll see if I can.
and army helicopters circle above, obviously
We gotta get
ready.
Ranger, too.
According to the uploader, this footage was suppressed by the Chinese government, who has
Bruh.
a tight grip on
What?
all forms of news and social media.
Oh,
this
yeah,
could
I've
very
heard that.
likely be CGI,
Don't they-
but if
it
it's
is.
real,
It is
then
for
there is
sure.
no information as to how this situation was ultimately
can
resolved.
literally tell that the
Before we
camera
get to
shake
number
is
one,
edited.
if
Yeah,
you've ever been
like you could do that shit on like Da Vinci.
curious as to
Yeah,
what
Da
I look
Vinci.
like in real life,
Yo, you wanna see
then
what he
follow
looks
me on
like?
Instagram at
Let's see it.
Dude, he looks like how he sounds. I don't know how to describe it to you. If you go on his Instagram, like,
Oh, gonna be uncanny.
what? It kind of is. Come on. Why is it? Oh, I have to log in? That's cringe. I'm not logging in right now. Yeah, no, we'll just... Jesus. Yeah, this is what he looks like.
Done.
He looks like how he sounds, does he not? Like,
I don't think so.
I don't know. I was not surprised this is what he looked like, you know? If he's ever still... alright, maybe I'll think about it.
Dylan is chillin' YT with underscores instead of spaces. I also have a Twitter at YT_chills
Oh, wait,
where I
gotta
post
turn
video
full
updates.
screen, I'm
I'd really
stupid.
appreciate it if you followed me, and feel free to send me a DM if you have any questions or suggestions. If you'd like to see more of these videos in the future,
Yeah, I know.
then hit that subscribe button.
Is it working now? Zizor?
No.
No?
Questions.
Can you see now?
If you'd like to see more of these videos in the
Yeah, I think
future,
it's good
then
now.
hit that subscribe. Barbados Impossibility. The uploader of this video says that this sighting happened on the Barbados Islands sometime in 2017. A huge humanoid is stomping off in the horizon.
look at that, it's a giant tree.
Footsteps echoing throughout the tropical night scenery.
Boom! Did you hear that? Boom! 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 Yo, League of Legends player! Oh my god, my
The
ears.
creature appears to have 4 long limbs and a gigantic bushy upper body that is completely covered in some kind of fur or else some kind of plant growth, possibly leaves or mold. It lets out a
Ew.
huge bellowing roar as it makes its way across the
Grr.
island. In the unlikely case
It's the
this is
Great
not
Deku Tree.
CGI, then what you are
Yo.
witnessing is definitely a modern day giant or some sort, though its true origins may never be fully understood.
Alright,
Thanks for checking out
You
this
wanna watch
video.
the Burger King
Be
full
sure to
lettuce?
Yeah.
Oh my god, he made a trap remix! Done! Wait, is it not here? Bro, did he delete it or something? Alright, wait. That's cringe.
Number 15. Burger
Why
King
didn't I get the
foot
Discord
lettuce.
link? I haven't put it in
The
yet.
last thing you'd want in your Burger King burger is someone's foot fungus, but as it turns out, that might be what you get.
That might be what
That
you
might be
get.
what you get.
Wait, hold up. My thing was messing up. Bro, Burger King foot lettuce, dude.
Number
Dude, you
15.
don't want it.
Burger King foot lettuce.
Yo, Burger King's good though. Like, I know everyone slanders Burger King, but I low-key like it.
Yo, turn up the quality on the little thing down there.
Where is it?
The settings.
Oh yeah, bro,
And
my
then
PC's
quality.
gonna die.
Bro, it's all. That's just how the video.
That's
is,
just
I
how the.
guess.
Why is it two? Oh, this is because this isn't chills. This is like, there's a huge spider
Look
on
to
me.
the upload.
Yo, wait, huge spider. Most spiders aren't like
Slap it.
poisonous though. Just slap it like. Whoosh.
The last thing you'd want in your
Okay.
Burger King burger is
They still have
someone's foot
shoes on.
fungus, but as it turns
guess that's for the
out,
better.
that might be
That's
what you
so
get.
uncanny.
A 4chaner uploaded a photo.
Why are you just standing in it?
anonymously.
He's just standing. Like it's like his legs are
Like
directly.
the full trays of lettuce. He's just standing in it.
Just- he's like is completely vertical.
Site showcasing his feet in a plastic
don't
bin
eat
of
lettuce.
with the statement, "This is the lettuce you eat at Burger King." Admittedly, he had shoes on, but that's even worse. The
I think
post
that's
went
better.
live at 11.
Well, I don't know actually. It depends on the person, right? Because like some people have like hella nasty feet. I feel like shoes would. Well, I don't know, because shoes you step on some nasty.
It's black
things.
and red. Yo, destroy that thing.
Isn't that a? Is that a? Spider-Man.
38 p.m. on July
Dun, dun,
16th,
dun, dun,
and a mere 20 minutes later, the Burger King in question was alerted to the rogue employee. At least, I hope
Oh my
he's rogue.
gosh.
How did it
He was
happen?
an employee.
Well, the
He's like,
BK
this is what you
employee-
get.
Dude,
I'm gonna stand in the lettuce.
Who messed up his day? He was like, you know what? I'm standing in your lettuce. Bro got mad. It looks like a Black Widow. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Oh,
Destroy it.
Okay, if you get it off, you slap it quick and like run, like go
Like,
off.
get a shoe.
Like,
and like.
Yeah,
whoopsh.
most of the time they aren't gonna like bite straight off, but if they feel threatened, imagine being on 4chan. Yeah, who goes
It's
on
probably
4chan?
not a Black Widow. They're like not very common.
Oh
to
yeah, that's
remove
true.
the EXIF data from the uploaded photo, which suggested the culprit was somewhere in Mayfield Heights, Ohio.
I don't
This
care.
was at 11:47.
Dude,
3
why is
minutes
the quality
later,
so
at
bad?
11:50, the Burger King branch address was posted with
Man.
wishes of happy unemployment. 5 minutes later, the news station was contacted by another 4chaner,
Oh my
and 3 minutes
God.
later, at 11:58,
This dude is a
link
giga
was
chat.
posted. BK's Tell Us About Us online form. The foot photo, otherwise known as Exhibit A, was attached. Cleveland Scene magazine contacted the BK in question the next day. When questioned, the breakfast shift manager said, "Oh, I know who that is. He's getting fired. Mystery solved by 4chan. Now we can all go back to eating our fast food in peace."
They probably made some burgers with it before they found out about it.
No! Someone's like, my burger tastes weird.
They had foot lettuce.
Look up. I can't stop making children jokes on 2 minutes long. This is chills. All right. I can't reach. Oh, that's scary. Yo, you gotta help out. Yo, that's crazy. Wait. Oh yeah, he's a top 15 channel. Oh, I don't really know what's on here though. No.
Grabbing a cosmic brownie.
All right. You have like 10 seconds.
Come with me, and you'll be in a world of your imagination. Take a bow. Something like that.
Oh my god, it's a robot spider? It's like his most popular videos. Oh, and scariest things caught by drones, they're all gonna be in like 12p. Like, dun.
Take a look, and you'll see into
Alright.
imagination. We'll begin with a spin traveling in the world of my creation.
Stop.
Done.
Alright, I'm trying to find something. I want to listen to his music, but I feel like that'd get taken down.
It'd probably be Goofy.
10 missing people found alive on video. Look at this thumbnail. He's just standing there. He's like that one emoji.
Yeah, it's this the emoji.
Despite all of our modern technology,
That's funny. That's hella funny.
it's still possible to become hopelessly and completely
God.
lost almost anywhere. And when that happens,
yeah, I might
the
next
odds
stream.
of you getting found are beyond your control and almost undoubtedly stacked against you.
Yo, what?
Number
That child
10,
was there!
When police pull over this
You see
van-
that, Sam? They pulled a child out of there, like a
what?
little baby. Look at that. Yo, is that in the video later? Why am my thing buffering?
against you.
Look at that!
Number 10.
Ah.
When police pull over this van, they find 2 suspects and 1 innocent woman
Sus?
inside who is bound by metal.
Tight chain down by the neck.
The panic-stricken survivor tells police about her ex-boyfriend and his new boyfriend, Samuel Brown, who pulled her out of her Las Vegas apartment, kicking and screaming, and stuffed her inside of the vehicle.
You dragged me out of the place and I fought so hard because I was like, this is how you die.
Jack
Oh.
Morgan and Samuel Brown eventually confess that they've been planning this abduction for over a year, though the details were never made public. Still, the rescued woman has no doubt that they would have taken her life had the police not intervened, and judging from how unhinged her ex-boyfriend was acting in the back of the police car, she was probably right.
It sounded like the aw for the first bit. I thought he was doing
Number 9. 6 hours after a 2-year-old girl named Camilla Vix was reported missing by her mother, It's over 100 degrees outside and police are combing the blistering hot forest in Savannah, Georgia for any remaining traces of the small girl's whereabouts. The wooded area is covered in dense greenery, and it's difficult to make out anything in front of them. It is starting to look like all hope is lost, but there is still plenty of daylight, so they march on in a long row.
Is she just,
the
like,
search
walking?
team continues calling out to the child for quite some time, encountering tons of snakes and spiders all the while.
Oh,
when
scary.
they finally get a loud and healthy response.
Yo.
Where is she? Where is she?
Last unit calling.
The child has been located.
Leaning
Child
against
has
the
been
tree is
located.
the dehydrated 2-year-old, tired and hungry but still alive. She had been missing since the evening of the day before.
Wonder why she's
but her
dehydrated.
disappearance was not reported
Sam?
until the next morning. Exactly what happened before Camilla went missing
streaming.
is unclear. The mother has not been charged because she was in what police call a crisis situation when she
What is
lost track of
this?
her child. If someone could fill me in on what exactly
the-
that
they're in the
legal term
forest.
means, I would greatly
No, that's what she
appreciate
just
it.
said.
Number 8. This dramatic rescue footage was taken during the final hours of a 50-man search mission in the English village of Brancaster, Norfolk.
The English village.
Peter Pugg is
That's
a
English.
75-year-old
I said English.
author
Oh.
who somehow has become separated from his group while walking along a beach at 5 o'clock in the evening. Eventually, he accidentally wandered into a dense swamp at night
Like,
and becomes
look, they
more
need to
lost
mow
than
that
ever
grass.
before.
Yeah, it
it
needs to
kind
be
of looks
mowed.
like he is hiding from the rescue team.
Yeah, hide and
but the
seek.
poor exhausted man is actually trapped in sharp reeds that have latched onto his clothing and skin. The ground gave way from under him, and he has remained stuck in this uncomfortable position for the entire night, well into the next day. It even looks like he is clutching at reeds to keep from sinking any further. A full 22 hours pass before he is finally airlifted to safety. If not for the efforts of this police drone, all 50
PogChamp.
rescuers could have easily passed over him numerous times. They most likely would have found his remains weeks or even years later without this aerial view. Number 7. A YouTuber named Steve Ronan is
YouTube.
excited to explore the Ape Cave in Washington with his friends. They are laughing and having a laid-back adventure for most of the video until they find a tiny wall opening that is almost too tight for any of them to fit into.
Oh, my
After
claustrophobia.
squeezing their way down a cramped tunnel, they find something completely unexpected on the other side.
English? You speak English? No English. No? Oh, okay, okay. Okay, come with us?
A frightened girl without a flashlight has somehow become lost and missing in the deep
Bro, she's got the Crocs on. Put
Yo,
them in
she got
sport-
Crocs.
Just put those in sports mode. You'll be fine.
Yeah,
caverns.
you can like bust
The group
through
of
that
friends
stuff.
eventually help bring her
break
through the
through
maze
it.
of tunnels and reunite her with her caretakers. It's a happy ending, but I can't help but imagine what would have happened if she wasn't accidentally rescued.
Oh
It
my
looks like she
God.
was petrified with fear and not going anywhere on her own. With that said, it definitely would have been hard, if not impossible, to locate her in the dark, with her tiny voice bouncing off the cave walls from all angles. Number 6. A woman is paying her
Number
respects
what?
to a family member in
That's 6.
Number 6.
I didn't catch that.
A woman is paying her respects to a family member in Brazil when she hears muffled noises coming from a nearby gravesite. She sees the earth moving and realizes with horror that someone is actually struggling to climb out.
See,
As it turns out,
this is exactly why I don't want to get buried when I die.
Person has gone missing for days after getting into an argument. Someone beat him senseless and then took his unconscious body to the cemetery, where they proceeded to bury him alive. Paramedics are able to determine a pulse and quickly excavate him from his shallow tomb just in time to save his life. Judging from this video, the poor man would have been a goner for certain, if not for the grieving woman who just happened to be close enough to hear his cries for help. Number 5.
Oh, that guy got
A group of
lucky.
Vietnamese villagers are busy chopping firewood when they see 2 wild-eyed men running in the jungle. One of them is middle-aged and the other looks twice as old. It is the first
Why your
time
mouth
anyone
open?
has seen them in 40 years. The oldest survivor is a villager named Tarn. In 1973, disappeared into the jungle to hide from American troops. His wife set off a landmine while holding 2 of his children, but he managed to escape with his 3rd son Lang, who was only 2 years old at the time.
Damn.
Together, Tarn and Lang survived off of the land for 4 full decades, devouring nothing but rice, fruit, and vegetables while dressed in loincloths made of tree bark. They were totally isolated from society until they were discovered, living in a tree house in
They really said
2013.
Minecraft.
Dude, they said Minecraft. That's a bye. Oh yeah, bye.
Would have been more excited to be rescued.
Okay.
But I can't help but notice how uncomfortable they both look instead,
Oh.
especially Lang, who truly is in a foreign world and barely speaks the language. Check out the surprised expressions on their faces, and let me know
People!
if you think they would have preferred living a simpler life in the jungle after all. Number 4. A young boy from Weifang City, China goes missing while playing with some friends. The 3-year-old somehow gets separated from the group
Bro,
and
how?
plunges 33 feet down a vertical pipe before getting stuck in a particularly narrow section. Now a dozen firefighters are working hard to get to him before he makes the full 300-foot drop straight down. The stale air is filthy and potentially contaminated down there. So their first step is to pump fresh oxygen to the child, using hoses and tanks before he passes out, with the child able to breathe again. They patiently monitor him with cameras and try to figure out the most safe and efficient way to bring him above ground. It's an extremely
How
tense
do you get
situation
stuck
because
there?
one false move could send him even further below. At the same time, waiting too long would inevitably have the same result. If you happen to speak the language, tell me what this relative is saying here. After more than 2 hours of careful planning, they finally managed to remove the child using
they
ropes
did it.
and a safety harness.
Oh, yeah,
The
that's
child is
epic.
physically okay, but
That's
I
a
can't help
W.
but wonder how this intense emotional damage will manifest itself later in life.
On God, bro.
Number 3. Aldi Adelang is 19 years old and making a living as a fisherman
Look at
in
that thing.
Indonesia. One night,
Bro
when
is
fast
playing
as-
Raft. He's
playing Raft.
He's playing Raft, dude.
Look at that water. It's so blue.
I know.
His
That is
small
blue
fishing
as
raft
water.
accidentally
It
detaches
is, bro.
from
That's
the
Nico 865 blue.
yeah, like that is uncontaminated.
dock and floats out to sea.
Like, this
It
is
looks
the-
like a
this is what I
sturdy
drew in my
vessel,
coloring
but
books.
judging from its size, the
Look at
small
that.
raft was
Dude,
probably
what?
meant to navigate rivers, never the vast ocean. So imagine his absolute horror when Aldi wakes up miles from land without a clue how to get back home.
Just sit right back in your hair,
ended his life.
Tail of a
Supplies
big
last
ship
only a couple
that
days before
started from
dwindling
this
down to
tropic boat
nothing,
aboard
after
this
which
tiny
Aldi
ship.
survives
Dude,
by
he's
eating
playing
fish and
Raft.
filtering seawater through his shirt. His tiny craft has no engine or paddles, and every day he is forced to travel in whatever direction the waters and wind carry him. Many ships pass him by
This
without a
dude.
second thought. Finally, after traveling more than 80 miles on the Pacific Ocean, this large ship travels close enough to pick up his radio signal. They immediately turn around to help. Aldi still has to swim a terribly long distance across the open ocean to this boat and grab onto the ladder. It would have been terrible to let go and sink into the ocean after coming this far.
He was playing
Unfortunately,
Raft.
Aldi hangs strong and lives to tell his entire ordeal
Like
in
VHS.
person.
Look at that.
Number 2. Scientists are measuring snow levels in various locations throughout the Andes Mountains when their helicopter
Andes
briefly
Mountains.
stops at a remote mountain cabin
What?
to resupply. Inside, they find the emaciated frame of Raul Gomez, a man who has been missing for 4 months straight. He had been traveling from Chile to Argentina by motorcycle when a mechanical
Yo.
breakdown forced him off of the road. He found shelter and survived on whatever he could find in the months that followed, mostly raisins left behind in the cabin and rats that he caught in a homemade trap. Raul was originally called a hero, but apparently he was trying to escape from a dark history. The crafty survivor was reportedly fleeing the country after being accused of forcing himself upon a child. The
What?
last thing I could find Officials were asking for him to be returned back to Chile for trial. Unfortunately, I don't know if he was ever taken back and put to justice. Before we get to number 1, my name is Chills and I hope you're enjoying my narration. If you're curious about what I look like in real life, then go to my Instagram at
Bro does
I
like a
upload
full
every
minute.
Thursday and Saturday.
Yeah, I know. I'm done.
Number
I'm not
1,
watching that.
Hannah Anderson is a 16-year-old girl who has been the longtime obsession of James DiMaggio, a 40-year-old friend of the family. One day, James snaps and takes out Hannah's entire family before burning her garage down.
No.
Next, he takes Hannah all the way from San Diego, California, to the backwaters of Idaho against her will. She is busy fearing for her life when a group of horseback riders randomly spot the two of them in the forest. They don't think anything of it until later when they receive an alert on their phones warning of Hannah's disappearance. The horseback riders lead authorities back to the campsite where they last saw Hannah. Now an FBI jet is monitoring their every move from thousands of feet in the air. This is the exact moment when Hannah spots the aircraft and signals for help. She keeps waving for help while James tends to the campfire with his back turned. Relying on her bravery and quick wits, Hannah is able to quietly alert authorities without drawing suspicion. The FBI knows they have found their target and quickly sends in a squad on foot. There's a short firefight, and by the end of it, Hannah is safe and James is no longer alive. As you watch these YouTubers flee in terror, I encourage you to think how you would have reacted.
Should we do one more or should we stop here?
I guess stop here.
It's kind of late, so I don't want to get like too carried away with the stream. So yeah, that'll be it. Subscribe if you're new here and you would enjoy the content. You know, obviously.
Yeah, I'm gonna be up for a while though, so I'll probably like play some games.
Yeah, no. We can stay in VC and play some AAA games. Like I can get my Switch and I'll just.
We could like either play Smash or like Hypixel.
Yeah.
We could stream it.
I'm not streaming anymore. I'll stream tomorrow. I'm thinking of either doing just normal Hypixel or that vegan teacher reactions. I'll think about it.
Alright, thanks for tuning in, y'all.
Yeah,
it's good talking to y'all again from the park.
Yeah, dude, fun stream, fun time, dude. I expect you at a show. Alright, well. Yeah, that's. I don't know what else to say.
Alright, we'll see y'all in the next one.
Yeah.